Today, we're going to take a deep dive into a powerful historical fiction film called Hidden Figures. It tells the inspiring true story of three brilliant African American women whose groundbreaking work at NASA helped launch the United States into space. We'll walk through the story, scene by scene, and at the end, we'll also talk about the real life heroes behind the characters and the legacy they left behind. In 1961, a gifted mathematician named Katherine Johnson works as a human computer at NASA's Langley Research Center in Hampton, Virginia. She is part of the segregated West Area Computers Group, a department made up entirely of African American women. Two of her closest colleagues include Mary Jackson, who dreams of becoming an engineer, and Dorothy Vaughan, who acts as the unofficial supervisor of the team. Following the Soviet Union's successful satellite launch, the United States faces growing pressure to catch up in the space race. Katherine is selected by her supervisor to assist the Space Task Group, led by Al Harrison. Her assignment makes her the first Black woman on the team and the first to work in a building without restroom access for women of color, highlighting the stark racial segregation of the time. As Katherine joins the Space Task Group, she faces an unwelcoming and discriminatory environment, particularly from head engineer Paul Stafford, who undermines her abilities at every turn. Meanwhile, Dorothy continues to be denied an official supervisory role despite already leading her group effectively. Mary discovers a defect in the heat shield design of the spacecraft and becomes more determined than ever to earn an engineering degree. At a local barbecue, Katherine meets Jim Johnson, a military officer who initially doubts her capabilities as a mathematician. Hurt by his comments, Katherine distances herself, but Jim later apologizes, and their relationship grows, eventually leading to marriage. When a complex mathematical problem stumps the Space Task Group, Katherine volunteers to tackle it and succeeds, earning the respect of her superiors. Later, the Mercury 7 astronauts arrive at Langley, and John Glenn greets the West Area computers with kindness and professionalism. Katherine, however, continues to deal with the exhausting routine of walking long distances to access the only bathroom designated for Black women. Upon discovering this, Al Harrison takes a sledgehammer to the colored bathroom sign himself, effectively ending bathroom segregation in their building. He also ensures Katherine is allowed to attend critical meetings. During one such session, she develops a detailed trajectory equation essential for the space capsule's re-entry. Nonetheless, her contributions are dismissed when her name is removed from the final reports, which are instead credited to Stafford. Meanwhile, Mary petitions a judge to allow her to attend a segregated school so she can take the engineering courses she needs, and wins. As NASA begins installing the IBM 7090 electronic computer, Dorothy realizes the new technology could make her team obsolete. She manages to access the machine and successfully gets it running. Determined to help her coworkers transition, she checks out a book on the Fortran programming language from the whites-only section of a library and teaches herself the language. She then trains the other women in her group, preparing them for the new future of programming. Dorothy is officially promoted to supervisor of the programming department and transfers her team with her. Though Vivian Mitchell praises her professionalism and claims to have treated her equally, Dorothy remains skeptical of her sincerity. Just before John Glenn's mission, Katherine is informed she's being reassigned back to the West Area computers. Her teammates give her a pearl necklace, a touching gift, as pearls are the only jewelry allowed under the office's strict dress code. However, as launch day nears, the IBM produces inconsistent landing coordinates. Glenn himself requests that Katherine double-check the calculations. She quickly reworks the numbers by hand and delivers them to the control room. Although initially turned away, she is soon escorted in by Harrison to present the solution directly. The launch is a success, but mid-mission, a warning light signals that the capsule's heat shield may be compromised. Katherine suggests keeping the retro rocket attached to stabilize the shield during re-entry. Her recommendation proves effective, and Glenn's capsule lands safely in the ocean after completing 3 orbits. Despite the successful mission, most of the human computers are soon replaced by machines. Katherine is assigned to the Analysis and Computation Division, where she continues to contribute to major NASA missions. Dorothy remains in charge of the programming department, and Mary earns her degree, officially becoming NASA's first African-American female engineer. The film ends with a moving epilogue. Catherine would later help calculate trajectories for both Apollo 11 and Apollo 13. In 2015, she received the Presidential Medal of Freedom, and in 2016, NASA named a large computational research facility after her.